So I'm Mike Cicciarelli. Some people here know me as Old Mike. There's a long story about that, but the story was basically we were in a class in an old box that everybody in the class name was Mike, and as we were introducing ourselves, we got to the point where we were like, we had to give each other nicknames, and by the time it got around to me, I'm like, well, I'm the oldest Mike here. Then somebody's like, well, then you're Old Mike. And so fine, I'll stick with it. At CrossFit Dad, I started coaching CrossFit about a year ago. So huge shout out to the coaches at Potrero Hill for mentoring me and helping me get through that. It's very different going from being a CrossFit athlete to being a CrossFit coach, and I talk about that with my father a bunch, and I'm like, he's coached most of his life, and I'm like just starting, so I'm like, I know enough to know I know nothing, but it's been hugely rewarding. I'm absolutely loving it. My father was a coach. He was a high school teacher. My mom was a high school teacher. My dad was a runner most of his life. He got into coaching track and cross country. He started some running camps for kids, and so of course I had to go running. And I ran track and whatnot through junior high. I started kind of hit a growth spurt, and my dad handed me a football and said, "You're not a cross country runner anymore." Post college, started a job, tried to continue working out, but then the demands of the job got a little bit more. 1 month after my first daughter was born, we moved out here, which was kind of crazy. And then just spent the past 30 years in the tech industry, and through that time, it was a lot of up and down of long working hours, and then getting out of shape and not feeling healthy and trying to get back into shape and doing the usual Globo gym kind of going, and I'm going to work out and do chest and tries one day and back and bis the next day and skip leg day and all that typical stuff that you do in Globo gyms. And that would be 4 months, get a little bit in shape, fall off of it. Or I'd try running, as much as I hated it, and I'd do that for 3 or 4 months and fall off of it. And then about mid-40s, it's probably when I was most unhealthy, and lots of stressors at work, and I always joked I was managing stress through scotch and pizza instead of anything else, right? Well, it's not a really good way of managing stress. I'd gone in and got a physical, and my doctor's like, you're hypertensive, you're borderline diabetic, you've got your cholesterol, which is a hereditary thing, is through the roof, you're overweight. I was probably 220 at my biggest, maybe, and that was kind of dad bod type of thing, and face was all nice and round and pudgy, and just not happy with it and everything. And I wound up switching jobs back in summer of 2014, and then it said, hey, new job, different stressors, right? New start. And there was a CrossFit box, and it was just right across the street from work. So I went in there, and the first day, just kind of fell in love with it. I was looking for something that was competitive, not just competitive in the sense of competing against other people, but competing against yourself, and just the variedness of CrossFit, the different movements. I'd never done things like cleaning and snatching or doing split jerks. I'd never done any of that stuff. So I was fascinated to watch these people throw these barbells around, going, this is pretty cool. And then I looked over, and there's people doing ring muscle ups. So I'm like, well, where am I? This is crazy. And at the time, I don't think I did. I didn't. I was using bands on pull-ups. I think I could do 3 pull-ups, and that was it. Started off 3 days a week, then it was 4 days a week, and pretty soon I was going 5 days a week, 6 days a week when I could. It was a great community, super supportive. I got introduced to NorCal Masters competition. I did that for 4 years, and that was a Masters competition, 2 days. It's 4 workouts one day, 3 workouts the next day. And I did that early on, probably a year and a half after I started, and I was blown away. I was just inspired and humbled. Walking in and seeing 64-year-old women doing ring muscle ups, and you're like, who are these people? Who is this community? It definitely helped me from a patience level, from an energy level. It definitely, we work long hours at jobs and stuff like this. We're tired, and being fit is hugely beneficial. And and as I get older and someday there'll be grandkids, hopefully at some point, you know, not yet, but someday in the future. And I don't, you know, and I want to be able to chase them around, you know, and like get on the ground with them and roll around and get up and jump around and, you know, climb trees with them or whatever crazy stuff we're going to do. And hopefully we can inspire more people as they start hitting middle age to, you know, if you're going to have a midlife crisis, have it be going to the gym. You know, it's better for you than anything else.
Hi, my name is Alfredo and I'm a CrossFit Dad.
I am Sebastian. I'm a CrossFit Dad.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm a CrossFit Dad.
I'm Robert,
I'm Hazel.
and I'm a CrossFit Dad.
My name is Chin, and I'm a CrossFit Dad.
My name's Jason, and I'm a CrossFit Dad.
Woohoo!
I'm Joe, and I'm a CrossFit Dad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,